Call the meeting to order. Notice is hereby given that the regular meeting of the Greenwood Board of Trustees will be held at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, June 10th, 2026 at the E.L. McDonald Community Center located at 619 Main Street, Greenwood, Nebraska. That meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. The Board of Trustees reserves the right to adjourn to exec session for state statute 84-1410. The Open Meeting Act is posted in the meeting room for the public to view. Roll call has been. Roll call. Kevin. Here. Tanya. Here. Don's here. Stephanie's absent. Mark's vote is absent. Consent agenda minutes. Approval of time cards, payroll detail reports, financials, profit and loss balance sheet. Any additions or corrections? I don't have any. I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda minutes, approval of time card, payroll detail reports, financials, profit and loss balance sheet. Is there a second? I'll second. Kevin? Aye. Don?
Aye.
Aye. Water report. We got back a letter from the state saying what we did to well 851 and on the rehab has been done and complete, and it did the final approval, and it's hereby granted. So everything looks good according to the state. So that was the last thing after they pulled the well in their cases. So, there's water reports in there, everything looks good. So, any questions on water? Sheriff's report, he might show up, so if not, I don't know nothing about the sheriff's report. Maintenance report, I don't know anything to say. Anybody got any concerns about maintenance?
No, tree trimming thing, I think it's submitted on one of those. One thing that Alan mentioned to me here a week or two ago, we need to get that primary line over there on 7th Street connected and buried to finish up that circuit going into the new development. So, I think it's, we need an enclosure, we gotta do something to tie it into that existing transformer that's there. But the work needs to get scheduled and done. So, I don't know if we need to hire somebody out to do it for the primary connection, or have we need to do it or what. Sooner the better.
They're also, he's aware that Park and Rec put in a request for the street closures and getting all their kids out. And today, I told him I told him about the trash bins that they're going to be putting out. But we'll put out a wait till Friday. Yeah, we'll do it probably Friday.
Anything else for maintenance? Clerk's report.
They had 2 applicants come for the fire rescue. They need to run those, and then I'll be getting an exterminator in next week to spray the building.
Any questions for the clerk? Treasury report. It's in the packet, so anybody got any questions on that? All right, planning zoning. Any questions on planning zoning?
One thing I know on that is a couple of permits that came in, or a couple of things that popped up like today that I needed to be aware of or investigate. That text message I told you about. And there was one permit that came in too for a new pool.
Yeah, I have 2 that's pending right now.
Okay. So I think it's on the list I know of.
Fire and rescue there, she just said that they have 2 new members that want to get on, so we gotta go through the process of doing a background check, and then we'll have to vote on it to next meeting. Park and Rec.
So with Greenwood funding coming up, we are watching the weather closely. We're hoping that what's on the radar is going to kind of shift. Looks like it is, but we'll be watching that. It is rain or shine, but we're hoping to still see people out. We'll be starting to set up Friday night into Saturday morning, and then we'll be ready to go. We are thankful to have volunteers from the Ashland football team coming to help us this year.
Any questions?
No, but I received an email that the event contract for the water slide guys needs to be signed.
We just got it.
Yeah. Did you ask it?
We got it
Okay.
today,
Okay.
and I'll be sending it to them when we're done.
That's all I've got.
Any other questions? Library.
Wanted to thank everybody who donated books and came through today for, especially the children's books, some were donated. Appreciate that, everybody who did. Also, just, reminder that we're having on Saturday, we're doing the bike parade. Everybody be lined up at 9:15 for that, for the children's bike parade. And also, our book fair Saturday from 10 to 4. And, sand art back this year will be from 12 to 2, and Friends Library is doing concessions from 10 to 3 as well on that day. And since I need to go weed, I'm gonna bow out now if that's okay, unless anyone has questions for me. I'll be over there. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody know, I mean, obviously, they hired an intern that we don't even know about, so realistically, we shouldn't be doing that until we do a background check.
Yes, I completely agree.
So,
This is knowledge to me, so,
it was news to me.
okay.
I wish you'd come back in.
No, that's what the grant is for. They
I
got-
understand that, you still,
Right, okay, yes, okay, yes.
you just can't bring anybody in here.
Right, okay.
I mean, you're dealing with kids, you don't wanna have somebody with, bad criminal record.
So we need to tell them that needs to be done
Yeah.
before they move forward.
You'd think they would know that. And maybe they have done it, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say the library board, if they did a background check, but we do them for everybody, don't we?
Well, they should still let us know,
Yeah.
because we've gotta do payroll and everything else.
Okay.
So I say she does not work for us or continue coming until we get a background check and at least get an application. You gotta fill out a W-4 and everything else.
Yes.
So, that being said, any other questions, Oliver? All right, communications with citizens.
I think I'm the only one. I'm Dean Helmick, I'm from Plattsburgh, and I'm running for legislature. Rob Clements is from that.
Okay.
So I'm running for Rob's seat, and what I've been doing is trying to listen and learn what's going on in the district. I've only got one more village that I've got to visit, that village. And the reason I'm doing that, listen and learn what's going on in the district that matters to you, running the local area. So I'll hang out after the meeting, and you think folks in Lincoln need to know me, glad to hear it. And otherwise, thank you for letting me sit in.
Yeah, perfect, thank you. Anyone else? Old business, discussion possible action, nuisance property at 439 North Street. Mark was gonna get in contact with Doug, and I don't know, he's not here, so I think we table that till the next meeting.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else knows anything about it.
Nope.
I'll make a motion to table nuisance property at 439 North Street for a second.
I'll second.
Roll call, Tanya.
Aye.
Don, aye. Kevin.
Aye.
Number 2, discussion possible action using software description to subsurface for the zoning maps instead of JDO.
I had to put this on here and, because after doing a little research and talking to the guys at Subsurface, our official zoning map does not have to be done by a engineering firm. We own it, we can do what we want with it, as long as there is a hard copy on file for public record. And that's why I got this set up tonight. I want to give you guys a quick rundown what I have been able to do. kind of hard to see up here, but basically what I was able to do is get the information from the county for every parcel that we have in the village and our actually territorial area and match that map up there, one for lot. So we have control over this. We don't have to pay anybody to do it except for printing a map out, and that's it. So it should save us the $900 fee or whatever they were planning on charging us every time we need to change the map. We can do it directly. So the next step in this, I think we need to have a small workshop with planning and zoning or whatever to verify what needs to be changed on there with like the parcels that are over here and like I said, the other one that I found over on the corner of town to make sure that they weren't inadvertently changed from when we had the last master plan updated.
Should have a public hearing just so.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying is that, yeah, go through the whole process, have the workshop to decide on it, then have a public hearing. That way it's noted, or at least the 3 meetings, so people know that it's out there. So, and that's where I'm at right now. So like I said, to me, having JEO doesn't really need to do it, and we can give this information to JEO for any master plan stuff in the future if we have to.
Correct.
So. Okay. So at this point in time, there's really nothing to do other than use what we got here. So I don't see any motions.
Number 3, discussion possible action for weed barrier under the ball field fencing. We're still trying to, because the one place is not responding, so Art was working on a couple other places to get it. So he was gonna contact a couple other places, see where they got theirs. We can table the weed barriers under the ball field fencing at this time. Is there a second?
I'll say it.
Hold on, Kevin.
Aye.
Aye.
Approve or disapprove claims list A.
I make a motion to approve claims list A.
For a second,
I'll second.
roll call, Kevin.
Aye.
Tanya.
Aye.
Donna. Approve or disapprove claims list B.
I'll make a motion to approve claims list B.
For a second,
I'll second.
roll call, Tanya.
Aye.
Donna, Kevin.
Aye.
Approve or disapprove residents' request for street sign to be placed on 7th Street as we did for 5th Street. I don't have no, you know where that is? You know where 5th and Cass is, they just want one down.
Oh, okay.
Come and look at,
Okay.
which they know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh. So
Makes sense.
I'll make a motion to approve the placement of the street sign on 7th and Cass.
I'll second.
Roll call, Don, aye. Kevin.
Aye.
Tanya.
Aye.
Approve or disapprove residents' request for credit to be issued for the late fees occur on their utility. From what I see, it goes back quite a ways. They just weren't paying it all, so and they know it's due on the 15th of every month.
It's posted on the bill when we send it out.
Exactly. So.
Reading through that email too, I did notice in there, his email gets lost too, but I'm sorry, that's on you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even if the mail don't come, you know it's due on the 15th. I mean, he's been, it ain't like he got an account last month.
yeah.
So, if you go back through here, we can go back to 5/21 and 25. I mean, every month it seems like he's not paying what he should be paying. So, like he just got behind and he's not.
Did he contact you at all, Brittany?
The day, end of last week,
But that's
it.
I mean, this has been going on for over a year.
I think we should, looking at this too, I think we should get something in place that we have, it can go by email. I understand mail is not the most reliable. It can also
We do
go by
have email.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it can also go by email, so maybe we should put something in place that there's not gonna be refunds.
And he did just give you an updated email address too, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I try to get that from everyone that
Right.
in, so at least they'll get it one way or the other.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion to disapprove the residents' request for credit to be issued for the late fees incurred on their utility account. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call, Kevin.
Aye.
Tanya.
I,
Donna. Approve disapprove GPS unit replacement, $2,300 from Subsurfing Solutions.
The current unit that the current unit that the village has is dead. There's no resurrected. I called subsurfers to figure out what's going on. They called the manufacturer and said the unit has not been in production since for the last 4 years. Cannot order a battery for it because it's a special battery, so it is completely dead. And for doing research online, I can't even find a battery online for it because it's such a unique one. So I can't even try to put something together in house.
Is that a problem because the batteries?
It's dead. Yeah, I mean it's toast. It's a lithium-ion battery, and they said they really don't want anybody working on it because it's a hazardous space thing. You can send it to the manufacturer or something. But as I was saying, I contacted Subsurface and ran back and forth a couple times. And I said, fine, just give me numbers on what it's going to take to replace this because we need the unit to find and map stuff here in town. The quote that they gave us, there's a couple different options. They really recommend going with the one at the top, the Spire, because it is upgradable in the future where the other ones are not. So if any new technology comes out in the next year or two, it'll automatically have those features, which apparently there's some stuff happening with the government and GPS satellites and stuff that this will have the new technology already. So.
but we don't currently need anything else, no other software,
No,
no
that
additional
unit-
features.
Plugs directly in as your mapping, and it's a replacement for what we've got. The one that's shown there now looks like the existing one is generation 3 of the one that we have. 3 or 4 more years down the road, we're going to the same damn problem. They don't make the battery for it anymore. This is just what they have on stock right now. We're able to get, so we can go with a cheaper version, but 3 years down the road we'll be in the same boat again. My understanding is that the one there at the top, which is the Spire, which is also more accurate as a standalone unit. It's accurate to within 2 feet, where the one that we have now is accurate within 4 feet in an open area. So that's what they told me. So that's what we got.
And this one doesn't require an antenna like these other ones, right?
No. The antenna, the unit itself is accurate within 2 feet. If you set it up as what they call a base and a rover, you can get accuracy within 1 centimeter. We don't need that. The unit at the top has that feature later on without any external devices if we need that. So that's what I'm saying. It's the best of both worlds in that scenario there in order to keep moving forward. I wanted to get this stuff rolling here a month ago, and like I said, I tried to charge it. Went through every procedure that they told me to, and I can't get anything down with it. I even asked if we could trade it in for port charging, so as long as it is, it's not worth it. So, I mean, we can
Right,
pay.
we just bought that like 5 or 6 years ago.
It's 6 years, actually 6 years old, and it was a year old when we got it. That particular unit, the manufacturing date was on it. But like I said, 6.
Technology.
It's a lithium ion.
Usually,
It's a lithium ion battery inside.
It's outdated.
Yeah. Like I said, the one that we got, I think, was an early Series 2. The one that they have now is a Series 3. And again, it sounds like that Series 3 is the last one they make it that model. So I just know if we're going to move forward with maintaining our own stuff, we got to have this unit. That's all there is to it. I did also find out too, and I need to verify exactly how this works, but with the locator that we've got now, I believe if our locator has a Bluetooth capability, we can actually use the locator with this to GPS with points with the locator. So when we're trying to find services, we can do it that way too, with the locator. hold off on this, we can, but right now we're getting water, we're trying to track stuff.
So explain and compare that spire for the Juniper.
The Juniper 4 is a battery that goes on top of the Geode. It's just an accessory pack that goes on to that. Yeah.
Extra battery.
Both units as a standalone will give you roughly 8 to 10 hours of runtime without an external battery pack. Those are just accessories for like the base station. And if you're setting up for trying to do that simulator-accuracy, which means that we don't need any of that. So ultimately, it comes down to the $2,300 for the Spire, and away we go. And to me, if we did decide to move forward, it's coming out of all utility funds. Actually, it's coming out of all funds because it means that they'll locate all utilities plus building and stuff here down too with general accuracy. So.
I'll make a motion to approve the GPS unit replacement of the Spire GNSS. Does this include any type of shipping?
It should be coming from subsurface from Moss, I believe. So, I remember this. If we order it through them, they'll have it shipped to us directly. If we're going to ship to them, we pick it up. If we do that, they're going to charge us the shipping. So if it comes to us, that'll make a charge.
Okay. Not to exceed $2,300.
Second.
I'll second.
Roll call, Kevin.
Aye.
Tanya.
Aye.
Approve or disapprove repainting fire hydrants. Do we have a cost?
No, I just brought that up. I see there's about 4 or 5 fire hydrants around here that are like chalky white. I didn't know if that was just something on the maintenance plan that we could have new or not. It used to be a thing about every 3 or 4 years they were painting.
What we used to have Boy Scouts come out.
Well, I don't know. I just put it on there because I didn't know what to do. Like, who was doing volunteer? If any volunteer work, great. I mean,
Right.
yeah. Just
That should be part of our maintenance, right?
It
Like
would
he
be.
should have it on calendar so we can check it out.
that kind of goes with the same thing
I
too.
mean, that'd be just like one of the things, make it take
Okay.
under spare time.
Yeah, that's fine. So I mean, unless I can get Boy Scouts together to do it, I'm trying to do it on the Saturday or something, or whatever. You know, check into it and see. Okay.
Discussion possible action flushing of fire hydrants. I thought that was something they did annually.
They're supposed to, but with the water stuff that we got going on right now, we're sure the tower and the well.
Well, they just don't have to let it run for half an hour. But it's good to exercise the fire hydrant because if they don't, otherwise they don't work very well. I just put that as a ticket item too.
Okay.
Discussion possible action nuisance complaint for 400 Main Street.
Is that the one on the corner of West and Main?
400. That's got to be the guy with the conic box right behind your house.
She said that there's raccoons and other things coming over to her yard.
That's something we can't control. 400 Main Street.
It's the junkyard.
Yeah, you'll be right too. First, we can send him a letter for the weed and the club. Let's see what that does.
If there are visual indications or proof that we have raccoons, I would say it would be a health issue too. And you, as the chairman of the health department, can also issue a letter that way.
You gotta have evidence.
That's what I'm saying.
And there's family and foxes living back there, but that's cute.
You don't want to. Well, the health department's not gonna do anything about it. I called there and she did too. Basically just supporting people on better eating. That's what they're focused on.
I think it would make sense then, like, pull up the ordinances, send them a letter.
Send them a letter, say, hey, here's what
This
we're
is what
saying.
you're, yeah.
I mean, that's where you gotta start anyway. And we can send it from the help board. So, I'll make a motion to move forward with the nuisance complaint at 400 Main Street to go figure out what nuisance violations they're doing and send them a letter.
I'll second.
We'll call time.
I'd like to abstain because I have a financial interest in that property.
Don, Kevin.
Aye.
Approve or disapprove Crazy Crackers firecracker, fireworks permit, sorry. I don't see a map of where he's gonna set the tent, where he's gonna have parking.
Tent on parking lot at 306th Street. That's what it says in the back.
But they usually gotta have a map, show them where you're gonna put the tent. At least they've always done that in the past.
Is that his building? Where it's been in the past?
Yeah, they usually use the parking lot to go to the corner there.
Sixth Street, that would be, storage units.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same place they've had before.
Do we require them?
Well, you gotta see where you're gonna put the tent. Because
Yeah.
you can't have it in the right of way of the state, you gotta be so many feet away from the line because of the highway. Then they gotta know how much parking you have for customers.
Yeah, the same place, the storage building down here. That's usually what they put the trip there.
I guess we can approve it as long as he gives us a map.
I'll make a motion to approve Crazy Cracker fireworks permits for 2026, pending map showing exact location of tent and other structures.
And it checks all the boxes. Like a wave.
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Don, aye. Kevin?
Aye.
Tanya?
Aye.
Board comments or questions, Kevin?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Tanya?
I'm excited for Greenwood Fun Days tomorrow. The car show, there's been a lot of businesses and a lot of people involved, and I think it's gonna be awesome. Other than that, thanks everyone for keeping the village together, so that's all.
I will not be at the next meeting, so you guys know.
I reached out to 3 different companies for the streets and quotes for that, and they should have bids to me hopefully by next week. See, as far as the ball diamond stuff we're gonna put on there, Jerry Corey's gonna donate his time to spread it out, so I don't have to worry about paying anybody to spread it. So I got in contact with him. He's willing to do that, so thanks very much to Corey Grading for doing that. I had a couple people ask if we could maybe for the ball field, maybe to make extra money for Park and Rec, put up like banners.
Yeah.
Kind of like all the other parks do. They charge them so much per banner for the year.
On our radar for 27, so hopefully we're able to get that from area businesses and such.
So,
It's a good idea.
but other than that, we can adjourn at 7:29.